one. Hello.
Hello. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Trailer Talk. As you'll see, to my what is this? My like your right.
It's my
left.
right, your left.
Stage right?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. But I never know how to speak to that. How should I speak to it as the internet sees it? You know, like if you're on stage, like I'm thinking like theater, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you would say like stage right, which is how the audience views it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I feel like if you said like to my left,
it's your left.
that's fine because that actually does look like
That's
your
fine.
left. Yeah.
Your left.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, to my left, there's a missing component here, PJ.
You do have a scared bunny behind you.
I do. Well,
Yes.
it's scared.
I can only see
going
the head.
Yeah. There's a reason his eyes are open really wide. Yeah, we have. I think that's from Con Man. Yeah, no. Hopefully PJ will join us. I think he's still caught up in a big meeting. We had a big meeting, and I bailed, and he's there, still doing work. So,
I bailed.
because we have two. I bailed because Trailer Talk's important. To me.
Listen,
Not
priorities.
him. Right.
Yeah.
So, there's a dog in here. So we have
that
two
Bean?
amazing trailers. Oh, I hear somebody. Somebody's coming.
Is it Bean? Or is it Piper?
Shh. Wait for it.
It's just PJ on a
Don't
leash.
make any sudden movements.
You have to go over here.
Don't make any
If PJ had a
sudden
leash
movements.
right now or a collar that had a little bell on it,
I was here the whole time. I was just working down here.
We're
Oh,
working down. Yeah, you were.
you were working or you were working?
you was
Fly.
working. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All
Hey,
right.
everybody.
Is that camera set for little Drew?
Might be a little. Is it cutting your head off?
Do you think?
A little bit.
Well, sometimes.
just a
Well, you're
little.
standing on your tippy toes.
Oh,
I
no,
can
I'm
tell.
not. I'm not. Look, I'm flat on my feet.
Wow. You know what? Just duck, PJ. God.
Did you get taller? You got taller. While he adjusts the camera, I kind of want. Well, we have two pretty cool trailers today, and I picked them. I'm glad PJ showed up because I picked them thinking about Dr. Haarsma. We're gonna watch Priscilla, guys. The Priscilla trailer.
So exciting.
And if you don't know what the Priscilla trailer is about, it's about Elvis. And PJ is the world's #1 biggest Elvis fan. He declared it. The internet knows.
When you had
Internet
said
hates me for it though
Priscilla
because they're.
last week, when you were like, "Oh, we'll
Priscilla?
do the Priscilla trailer," my first thought was, "Oh my God, they've remade Priscilla, Queen of the Desert," and then I was like, "Oh, you meant Elvis
Queen
Priscilla.
of the Desert.
Have you seen that
Oh,
film?
that
If you haven't seen that film, would recommend.
I have.
I have.
You have?
Yeah.
Is it good?
It was back in the independent days. There was the
it's a
production company that made it. I really loved. It was a girl group, I believe, if I'm correct. But that was back in my independent days. I love that stuff.
Huh.
It's very good. Would highly recommend. Is it Guy Pearce?
It's Australian, right, or New Zealand?
I don't know.
Australian.
It is
Hugo
weird though when you
Weaving?
do Google Priscilla. When you Google Priscilla, that comes up. I saw
Oh,
little
really?
screenshots of Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, and I was like, I don't know what the hell's going on here. I was maybe before my.
It's a trans or cross-dressing movie
Is it
type
kind of
thing.
like,
So
it's the
Republicans would hate
Australian
it.
version of, what's that
Let's
movie
not get
with
political.
Patrick Swayze? Shoot. To Wong Fu,
Flashdance?
thanks
Oh, no.
for everything.
Oh.
Oh,
Is it up there in that kind of category?
Oh.
I'm not sure. It's basically it's a really good film about young men who like perform in drag and like
Yep.
I'll have to watch that.
gay,
to
bi,
find it.
whatever.
And
Like
there's somebody
it's
from that. That was their
it's
first
very good.
movie, I think.
There
became
is Hugo
famous.
Weaving,
Can't remember.
Guy Pearce, and Terrence Stamp, who is fucking excellent in that
Was
film.
it-
so
was it-
would recommend.
Terrence
Was it Guy
Stamp is
Pearce?
a
No, it
national
wasn't Guy
treasure.
Pearce.
I'd watch it just for
Yeah.
Terrence.
Please do.
It was a
please
good
do.
movie.
Let me
That's
know what you
cool.
think. It's good.
Thank you for that reco.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're not gonna review that trailer, although I kind of want to now.
Yes.
Priscilla, Queen of the
Let's
Desert.
compare.
We're gonna watch the other Priscilla. Yeah, let's compare. And I'm interested to get the PJ's take on that, and your all's take as well, Pagan and stuff. And then we're gonna watch. I'm very excited. Our first Christmas trailer of the season.
What?
Oh.
Silent
It's
Night.
One of those ones where they
October.
kill everybody.
Maybe.
It's October. It's not even.
Although there was a good one we watched last year that was really good. where the Santa is kind of like he kills people.
Robot
I thought
Santa
that was called
kills
Silent
everybody?
Is it
Night.
Robot Santa?
Well, there was a
think
violent.
it
I know
was-
that's what
I
I
think it was
thought.
called
It
Violent
was
Night.
Violent Night.
Violent Night.
Violent
That was
Can
a
we
good
not?
movie.
Okay,
You
wait a
watched
minute.
it?
I watched it. It was
I wanna see
actually
it.
pretty
I wanna
good.
see
I was
it.
quite surprised.
It fell off my radar when Christmas came around. I need to go back this Christmas.
There
and
are a
watch it.
lot of Christmas songs. Can we not come up with like a different title than like
Nah.
Silent Night, Violent Night?
Are you guys ready for
work.
Christmas? I don't know if I'm ready yet. I don't know if I'm
Oh,
ready.
God, no.
Well, I'm not
Time
ready
is
because
moving
you know
too fast.
Halloween.
Yeah, stop.
I was
Make it all
literally in
stop.
Home Depot yesterday. I was telling Stephanie and Pagan before you showed up that I was in Home Depot and I was buying Halloween decorations, and they had already
They're already gone.
like half
It's
of the
too late.
Halloween decorations are
Too
gone,
late.
and it's all Christmas shit. And
Like,
I'm
you
like,
got to get your Christmas stuff now.
I was like, I'm still buying Halloween shit, and I haven't even thought about Thanksgiving yet, and we're already selling Christmas. Listen, I'm thinking like there has to be a national, like our government has to do something. Somebody has to step in. It's not right.
No, you know what?
It's not right.
Christmas is the only time people get nice to each other, except for those that are grumpy. I think we need more Christmas.
It's actually
So,
true.
that's
I think we need
was
more
saying
Halloween and Christmas.
So families get together, people get together, everybody kind of lightens up a little bit with
Really?
work.
Well, that depends
And
on
so
the
there's
family.
the holidays.
What work do you live in?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Busier than ever.
definitely-
Well, I know, but we're in
PJ's
advertising,
house,
so
that's the
that's-
case.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but I
Yeah.
my very
Christmas.
first like seeing Christmas decorations in the shops. My first experience of that this year was the 1st of September. The first
But I was like, oh, I'm not ready yet.
of
I don't want to see
September,
this yet.
and there was a Christmas
soon.
aisle
Even
in my
you.
local Penny's. I was like, the fuck is this?
Wow. That's too early.
That's
It
way
is
too
way
early.
too
really
early.
That's what I'm saying. They should be fined. Like if it's
They
sort of like
They
it's
should
like
be
smoking in a
fined.
restaurant. Like it's like you're like it should be like it should be like illegal to put Christmas decorations out that early. Like I'm not ready yet. Like I need to be like
It ruins,
mentally, I need
ruins
to, like-
Halloween. Like,
It does.
let Halloween have its moment,
Let
and then Halloween's over, put them up.
I think you need to do it the week before Thanksgiving.
No, Thanksgiving is now the beginning of the holiday, so you got to be ready. So most of the times now when you come over to somebody's house for Thanksgiving, it's already dressed for the holidays.
But I feel like it's shortchanging your ability to decorate for things. Like Thanksgiving should
Who
be
the
its
fuck
own
decorates for
thing.
Thanksgiving?
A lot of people turkeys and brown things and turkey and feathers.
Put out all the earth tones, the oranges and the browns
Like
and the
the
yellows.
shaker hats.
Yeah, we
you know,
love
with the
earth tones.
pilgrim,
It's good.
things.
Tones are good.
Tones and fall leaves.
Autumn.
lots
I
of
hope we.
leaves.
I hope we don't have that. Did you see that trend where they kind of had the blue and green Christmas, like that
Oh, like-
metallic blue? and
yeah.
that- I was fucking
Ooh.
ugly. Like, who does that?
A lot of Californians do that.
That's ugly. It's awful.
California.
I mean, I'm not into the the whole
California.
all the colors. Like I
I
like
don't
some
like
Enough said,
colors.
Stephanie.
I like all white.
Only
You
here.
go all white with a child.
See, why? No, you're making me talk about Christmas, and I just made a point of saying I don't want to talk
Well,
about
let's talk.
Christmas.
Let's watch Priscilla. Let's go.
Oh my God!
I'm
All
interested
right.
to see
All
this.
right, all right,
Let's go.
all right. I mean, it sounds like if everybody in the chat
That's
wants to
fine.
talk about Christmas, listen.
Listen,
that's fine, I
it's
guess.
all good.
But I will
Much
fine you
respect.
$5.
And Liam Neeson will come find you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
That's
too.
all he does now.
What
That's how
kicks
he
it
gets
off
his
in your
money.
house? What's the start of Christmas in your house? What is it officially started?
In my head, Christmas
No,
music
what is it the thing and you're like, and it's on?
after Thanksgiving.
No. What is the event? What has to happen? Like in my house,
Thanksgiving.
the day
Thanksgiving
I
has
turn
to happen.
on a Christmas Carol, we're off.
No.
one's allowed to play Christmas carols in my house till I say so.
Yeah. I'm the same way. Kristen, my wife, loves Christmas music,
Do you-
and I forbid Christmas music in the house until after Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I kind of agree on that one.
Do you
But
put
I
on
do put
a
my tree up
Christmas
now
sweater?
before Thanksgiving.
Do you
What's
come
that
down the
stuff?
stairs with like a mug and a Christmas sweater and you're like, it's time?
It's done. It's done.
Yeah, it's a whole
Slap
event,
your
a whole
belly.
occasion. The family gathers round. Even Bean is sitting on the couch,
Yes.
like patiently waiting.
We light a candle. It's on.
It's the Christmas candle of
You got the megaphone?
2023.
But I do it like I'll pick the
Oh,
day
okay.
and I'll put the Christmas song on, and then the kids will just come running down the stairs.
really?
It started! It started! Oh my
Oh,
God! It
that's
started!
Oh no, you've brainwashed them.
Yeah.
That's called brainwashing. That's like a Pavlovian response to that's not a good thing. All right, well, God, help us all. And next year Christmas will start in like August, and I will
Probably.
probably go on a
Lovely.
murder spree.
I'm just saying, leave it up. Saves me some time.
Just leave it up. We have now made Christmas yellow.
You know people do that and they
Drew
decorate it
has
per season
moved
now?
to Switzerland.
Have y'all ever you all seen this? So they have like
yeah.
spring decorations for Christmas trees. They also now have Thanksgiving decorations. I've seen TikTok people do a Halloween tree, and then they'll take it down for Thanksgiving tree, and then they'll put like the Christmas tree out. So the tree is up all year round. Obviously, it's an artificial tree. But
well, obviously it's a fake tree.
Yeah, it's an artificial tree.
I might look into that.
Yeah.
No, dude, no. Do
They
you know
also
how much
have
room a
a-
Christmas tree takes up in the house?
How
Like,
much
I
nice-
can't wait to get
How
it
much
out
Your
of
nice
my
light
electricity
it gives
bill.
off.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
it's very
electric
cozy.
bill. Yeah. No. I get so mad because we put up Halloween decorations, and all I think about is dollar signs for my electricity bill. I'm like, great. There goes that.
Yeah, true.
I'm such a curmudgeon for holidays now. People can't.
Grinch.
If you want to have a holiday spirit, don't invite me. I am like anti-holiday right now. All I think about is all the negative.
Your wife makes up for you.
Yeah, she does. She's all in. All right, Priscilla, let's do this, PJ. I can't wait to get your hot takes on this. Pagan, count us down.
It
The
already
Priscilla
has-
trailer.
There we go.
I can't wait.
There we go.
I was gonna set this up real quick. Directed by Sophia Coppola, who you may know from Lost in Translation, amazing film.
The one
Marie
she did with the
Antoinette.
sisters was the best.
Yeah,
Her first
Virgin
Child.
Suicides.
Virgin Suicides.
Yeah, and Marie Antoinette. Sorry, what's that, Pagan?
No, all good.
No,
I
she was
think it was
Marie
Stephanie.
Antoinette.
Oh.
Marie Antoinette,
Yeah.
right.
I was listening
so-
up for our movies.
And then the film is based on Priscilla's 1985 memoir Elvis and Me. So, and then I think the rest we'll kind of figure out as it goes. And there's a couple little tidbits I kind of want to talk about too. But
Ew.
we'll get into that. in a minute.
Tidbits. I love those titty bitties.
Do they come with sauces?
Yeah.
Oh, always.
Tidbits and sauce.
Comes
Not
with
till
soup,
Christmas, though.
side of soup.
I mean, I could rename it to Titty Bits. Does that better?
Tiddy bits, you're gonna get in trouble now. We're gonna get
Yeah,
canceled.
you're
Thank
right,
you.
you're right.
All right.
He
I'm
said it,
pressing
not
play
me.
on this trailer in 3, 2, 1, play.
Hi. What's your name?
Priscilla Boyer.
You like Elvis Presley?
Of course. Who doesn't?
Oh,
kids listening to these days.
Bobby Darin, Fabian, and you.
Just what is the intent here, Mr. Presley? You got women throwing themselves at you. Why my daughter?
Well, sir, I happen to be very fond of your daughter. She's much more mature than her age.
21!
22. That's 22. I don't have to worry about it. Black hair and more eye
What an
makeup.
era.
I don't know if I like it.
Whoa. He's like an art
You mean you
director.
won't know if you like it?
Oh no.
He's not like you imagine. You know, there's a lot of rumors about you.
Was there something you're hiding?
I don't have a goddamn thing to hide. I need a woman who understands that things like this might happen. Are you gonna be here or not?
I want a life of my own.
She's gonna run away.
Wow. What a way to end the trailer.
I know.
I love
mean, it's a bit of a
Sophia
teaser.
Coppola.
I'm just going to throw it out there before we jump into it.
Yeah.
That's a bit of a teaser trailer, so there's more to come. This
Okay.
is getting rave reviews on in the what do we call it? The awards circuit. It got like a 7-minute standing ovation.
Wow.
At,
Holy shit.
At one of the awards.
I think it was the
ceremonies,
Venice
so-
Film Festival.
Yeah, you gotta
Venice.
give it 7. 7's the number you gotta get to.
Yeah.
And those are standing ovation. Under 7, that's like
Under
ooh.
7, not so good, but 7.
Very good.
Spot on. All right, well, let's just jump into it. What do you guys think? Is the queen of the king here getting the story she deserves?
You know, I'm a huge fan of Elvis. For me, growing up, Elvis was Americana for me, and I loved everything about that growing up in Canada. So much so that when I saw movies like This Is Elvis, which was a negative look at Elvis, I couldn't take it. It's like, why do people can't like Marilyn, the Marilyn movie? It ruins an idol for them. That said, I always felt sorry for Priscilla. I used to think, God, can you imagine growing up in that shadow? And she literally did grow up. What, you met her, what, 14?
14.
At the
Yeah.
first time.
Yeah.
So growing up in like there is no life for her, right? Like her life is sucked into what that was. You know, Elvis Presley, the second most popular known name in the world next to Jesus Christ. I mean, there's no her, there's no self, there's no identity. So I've always had a soft spot for Priscilla, and I knew that it wasn't, like, think about it. How many women were throwing themselves at Elvis, and he ran with that guy group, and you know what they're going to talk like and act like.
Yeah.
So I always had a soft spot for her, and I always felt bad for her. I hated it when they broke up, but I'm interested to see this from her POV. I don't like the This Is Elvis movie, but I'm interested to see this. And damn, the trailer looked good. As far as the trailer goes, makes you want to see it. And that coloring that she does is always so good.
I love her
Looks
color.
awesome.
Yeah, and it didn't give you the obvious linear look at it like most trailers do. It kind of jumped you around.
It did.
But did it in a manner where you wanted more of each scene and different things.
Yeah.
So it really intrigued you to want to find out, even if you're not an Elvis fan. I thought in and of itself it was a good trailer. And you noticed, like they did with what was that Jordan movie with the shoes, they didn't show Elvis all that much, right? Like it's kind of back shots, side shots. Like it was, I only saw one big Elvis shot. They kept the camera on her, which I thought was smart.
Yeah.
So I don't know. All in all, it's a really damn good trailer. It didn't piss me off, being an Elvis fan. So I'm kind of excited to see it. I'm going to feel bad for her.
Stephanie, what are you thinking?
I've been excited for this. I mean, I love Sophia Coppola, and I loved Marie Antoinette. And that was such an interesting movie and for this one, she got really excited because she could actually like talk with the person that she was trying to portray. And so like she worked, I think, a lot one-on-one with Priscilla, making this movie, finding out like different stories, and just really building this film. So I think that was like fun for her in this aspect of the project. I've been waiting for this for a long time, and I stopped thinking about it because I was like, the trailer will never come if you keep on thinking about it. So I was waiting.
Did Priscilla's camp though like poo-poo this, or said they're not supporting it or something?
Oh, that was Elvis's camp.
Oh, Elvis's camp. Okay, Graceland's camp.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing too. Oh, sorry.
Oh no, I was just to piggyback on what PJ said. In fact, they didn't even provide the rights to the music, so you're not going to hear any Elvis music. In this entire,
which I think will add to it.
Well, yeah, which is something I think she's using as a benefit rather than a hindrance, right? Which is interesting. Go ahead, Steph. Sorry.
Well, and I was gonna say too, like I feel like the casting's interesting. Like I really like who they've cast as Priscilla. I'm having a hard time like, I don't know, because Elvis had such like a distinct look, so I think they've captured it like a little bit, but it's still like I'm like, oh, that's Jacob. Like, I know, like, so I'm, like, having a hard time right now disconnecting. I felt like it was easier for me to disconnect with Austin Butler, but at the same time, like, he's not the main focus, so I think it's okay. Like, they did
Who
this
is
team.
Cailee Spaeny? Who is that? What has she done?
I actually haven't seen her before.
Well,
Yeah,
I think that's always good
she's-
when you have a historical figure and you find a new person.
Mm-hmm.
There's zero baggage.
Yeah, and she looks like incredible in this.
Yeah.
I don't like. It's crazy. Like it's. She was in Pacific Rim Uprising, The Craft, Legacy.
Oh, I never saw
Okay.
Legacy. I like the first Craft.
How It Ends.
She's a good film.
Well, she's not a nobody.
No,
She's done a fair bit.
Yeah. On the Basis of Sex. I haven't seen that. Yeah. So. She's definitely got some chops, and she definitely looks the part. It's, in my mind, like when I see her, I'm definitely like, wow, that's iconic.
yeah.
She looks iconic,
It's a
which is
little
what
off
you
for me.
want.
Just a
Oh,
hair
really?
off.
Really?
Just a
Okay.
hair off.
Pagan, what are you thinking?
Yeah, I actually think everything about the trailer made me want to go watch this movie. It feels a little bit like a Star is Born kind of story, where it's being told from the love interest side of somebody who's in a famous relationship. I think it's really sad. I also always felt really, really sorry for Priscilla, the same way as PJ did. Like Elvis is Elvis, like he's fucking Elvis.
Can't
But
go
I
out during the
also-
day. Has to go out at night.
Yeah, like I feel
that
like
would suck.
he's just this big icon that everybody will throw themselves at, and I feel like she really got the raw end of the deal. But it's heartbreaking because like they'll show you in the beginning they're like firstly, the amazing range this actress has is incredible, right? Like from the beginning of this film where she starts out like 14, 15-year-old and then like towards the end of the film, I think she just looks amazing. Costume, hairstyling looks so freaking good. The coloring of the trailer looks amazing. But it just looks so sad because, you know, she's sort of lured into this like ideal and like the celebrity's picking her, like pick me, and you know, she's the one that's being chosen, and then realizes like the grass is not always greener, and it's gonna be a pretty sad,
It's
sad,
never
heartbreaking
greener on the
story.
other side.
So
Yeah.
I'm interested in it. I would love to watch this. I like stories from this kind of POV, especially if it's exposing the truth about something like that, or exposing an inner relationship that was always kind
Not
of like
so much even
idealized in the
exposing,
press.
but that person's POV.
Yeah, true. Sorry,
Like
that's kind of what I mean. Like,
you know
just
what I mean?
more giving
Like-
you an insight.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, that opens up a question, and I kind of want to dive into it a little bit more. Is this idea is like the trailer seems to imply, right? And again, I haven't read the book, and I haven't seen the movie yet, but I'm just going off the trailer. It seems to imply this might have been like a bit of a one-sided relationship. Like, it definitely feels like he molded her, right, and told her like who she needed to be and and the things she needed to do. Like it almost feels a bit toxic, right? And I hate to go that way.
Well, they say he suffered that mother syndrome as soon as that he saw her as the mother of her children, his children. Like sex was over. Like that's, you know, she kind of put her up on a pedestal. If you remember, he had such a relationship with his mother, and then once she was a mother, kind of cut her out of his life in that sense. It was, you know, sexually, and you know where you know the rules that she had to follow, where he had his own. So, you know, pure conjecture, but I think that didn't help, right?
Yeah.
Well, and I think
How long before they had the first, what's her name?
Lisa Marie.
Lisa Marie. How long?
Let me see.
Check that for
I
you,
don't
though.
know. I'll have to look that up.
So she was born in 68.
And they were married, what, 66,
And
65?
They were married,
married 67.
Oh,
So she was born the
67.
next
so
year.
not that long.
Yeah, so here we go. There's this happened, boom, and all of a sudden now you're not the person I married. You're my mother. You're a mother figure to me.
Yeah, but also though, like, I mean, there's
So-
such an age gap. Like, she was 14 and Elvis was 24. Like, there's 10 years between them. So I feel like the trailer, I
10
think,
years
is probably
between me and
accurate.
Marisa.
Yeah, but I think that at 14 and he's famous.
She was
and
15,
he's-
okay? She was 15. Damn it.
And he's famous, and he's got
You
this
got
big
Dad's
thing
permission.
and this big ego and this image that people have to like look up to. So everything about Priscilla has to be perfect, because if she's going to be seen with Elvis, then that has to be a match. So I think
Yep.
that it's probably portraying it as best it can in regards to like a one-sided relationship. Like, it's not like they could just enter the relationship like freely and be themselves around each other. I don't
Yep.
think that would have been the case. And it's the
Well, and even
what, the
for him.
60s.
Yeah.
Come on.
Sure. Yeah. Also,
Yeah.
different time. Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say, Steph?
Well, and I was going to say too, like, you know, you never realized, it's kind of like with Marilyn Monroe, you never realized how pumped up, full of like drugs and like, you know, you're on now, you're off now, you're, you know, and for him, like, he was the same way. And I feel like that also kind of fuels the fire, because he has to be this like perfect person. So you're already like, you know, when you marry in, you're also going to have to be that perfect person and be okay with him being on tour and being on the road, or, you know,
Yeah.
whatever it is that he's doing. Like, you can't say no.
Yeah.
And he
Which
was
is
on the
also
road a
sad.
lot. And if it wasn't on the
Yeah.
road, he was making a movie. And he always had a love interest on every movie.
Yeah. I mean, which brings to the point, like, is this a bit of a, you all seem to kind of like hitting it on the nail. This seems like a bit of a cautionary tale, right? Like, it's sort of like getting too close to the sun, as it were, right? Like, you know, what are the benefits of being married to a idol or a superstar or mega, or like, say, even like an A-list celebrity, or versus like the downsides here, right? It seems like there's, to her,
You have to be
there-
willing to take a seat way back in the bus.
right. And is that okay? And you know, are we ready to hear this story? You know, because is it relevant today? And I don't know if it is or isn't. Maybe it still is. You know, we're you know, if you look at like what Johnny Depp and Amber Heard or whatever. I don't want to get into all that, but like there seems to be a lot of celebrity relationships that don't work out, in the sense that, you know, somebody always is the star and somebody has to take a back seat. And if you're in a mentality of like, I want to be in the front and center too, that always doesn't quite always work out, right?
And there's a
Yeah.
level of narcissism with celebrities that if they're both narcissists.
Right.
And I've seen that. It's difficult.
Right.
You know, that some celebrities, they just crave that attention, and they're jealous. You know,
Yeah.
so if you're a celebrity too, then they get jealous.
And you're a celebrity, and you're hot right now.
Yeah,
and
like
you don't,
there's
and they
the
got everything
jealousy.
going for them, and
Yeah.
you don't. Right? It kind of, there's a lot that stems
Yeah,
from that.
don't marry celebrities. It's hard.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think that applies even to a household relationship, right? Like when you look at like someone who like makes more income than the other, or
Well, now you're going back to the whole matriarch vibe, right? Back
Sure.
to the 50s idea
Yeah.
where the man ruled the house. You know, I make the money and all that. You know, it's a parallel to that.
yeah. So I wonder, does this ladder down? Like, can we relate? Like, watching this, will do you guys think the audience will be able to relate to Priscilla, or we look at her and be like, but you had everything. You know what I'm saying? Like you had the king. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, do you guys have any thoughts on that?
No, I think it's hard, like, sometimes, because, like, I think a lot of celebrities now will, like, date other celebrities because they understand, right? Because they're, like, they get it. They get the press tours. They get the fact that they have to go places or they have to be in concerts or whatever. So it seems like celebrities will stick with celebrities, which, in my opinion, it's a bad idea. Unless you're Tom Holland and Zendaya, which I fully condone.
Yes.
Love them so much.
They're
Hope that they last forever.
They still together?
I know.
I
Yes,
second.
they are. Yeah, I hope they
think
get
it's
married and have
media.
babies and just have the best
The
life ever.
media doesn't help.
But I think that it will probably hit home for people who idolize a person in a fantasy world, and they're like, oh my god, like, I'd love to just be with one of, I don't know, the Jonas Brothers, or like, I'd love to be with, you know, I don't know, Harry Styles. And then just realizing what comes with that fame, I think is
Right.
going to be a nice thing. But setting it in the 60s, I think, is going to stop that relatability quite a bit. Like, it's
Right.
not, like, the tone is relatable, but, like, the circumstances, the behaviors, the outcome, the way that Priscilla was treated by not only Elvis and Elvis's staff is probably going to be different than how somebody would be treated today. So, I don't know. I think that the period gap, I think, will be a big gap.
And
for
there's a lot
people
of
in
baggage
relatability.
going to come with this.
Yeah.
A lot of baggage is coming with this.
Wait,
A lot of people know Elvis. They know Priscilla. They've been in the trades for their whole lives.
Right.
So I don't know. I
So-
think a lot of people. I don't know. That's a good question.
Do you think fans, like, I mean, it's basically, and there's been a lot of biopics lately, like between Marilyn Monroe, right, and now this, and then I'm blanking on a few others, but there's a bit of like tearing down your idols syndrome in Hollywood right now. It's like we put these people up on pedestals, and now
It's the American
where
way.
Hollywood is here to tear them down again in a way, right? And it's yeah, you're right. It's a bit of the American way, but are we okay with that in a way, or should we just let them?
Well, the
be? I
studios
don't
back
know.
in the day, they glossed it all over. Like celebrity is not for everybody, and being a celebrity, and that whole system in Hollywood is not for everybody. So it's not a nice, I can give you personal stories. It's not a nice place to live or grow up or hang out. And it works for certain people, but a lot of people that choose them up, spits them out, and they just veneer it over because it makes people money.
Yeah.
And that's
Yep.
the truth. You can argue with me all you want, but that's the truth.
Shark Pup in the comments said, this is interesting. I think the audience will see a little girl placed in an impossible position. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
interesting.
it's
POV.
true.
Yeah. I think
alright.
it works. And I think shedding light on something, like taking off the glamour, it's kind of like looking at something with 3D glasses. You're seeing it from a different perspective, and everything isn't all, perfectly glossed or golden. Like, there's a little flaking off, there's a little tarnish. Like, it's, it's not perfect.
We're humans.
We're humans. It makes it more
Yeah.
realistic,
And-
and
Do
it
we
makes
wanna
her
worship
more
humans, or do we
relatable.
want to worship gods?
Yeah.
Well, we make our humans gods.
Yeah.
We've been doing it our
That's what I'm saying.
whole life.
Yeah, I guess that's my point.
Our whole time.
I mean, look at the Barbie movie and what that did. Like, it caused a big stir.
I will worship Margot Robbie. That's okay.
I honestly
That's
can't wait for
valid.
Book of Clarence. I feel like we were like circling around this
Oh, I know.
every episode
Oh.
since we watched that trailer.
That's a good point. Yeah,
People
that's
are way
interesting.
too sensitive nowadays.
All right, well, I mean, Sophia Coppola, right? She has a unique style. It
her,
seems to kind of be like on full display in this trailer. It looks gorgeous. She's taking on the Elvis fandom. Is she? I mean, you said it. There's controversy coming. Do you think this will?
She picked a sympathetic character, though.
Yeah.
She's got
Well, and then
that
she
on
does
her
that.
side.
That's her thing.
She picked
Yeah,
a
she
sympathetic character. I don't think anybody's going to go, that was Priscilla's fault. I don't think anybody's going to do that.
Yeah. Probably not. I mean, do you think it'll find an audience? Do you think there's an audience out there or do you think the fandom's?
I don't know if I'd go to the movie theater for this.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a different time now. What draws you into the movie theater?
Yeah.
Like I keep saying, I'm saving that for the movie theater, and then I don't end up going. Like Oppenheimer, I still haven't seen it because now I fucked myself.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
So and now I'm just thinking about buying a bigger TV so I don't have to go.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Is this
So, I
is
don't know.
Priscilla only going to be in theaters?
I think it's
so.
theaters only, and then A24 is pretty theater only.
Is that one the Singer movie? Is that out yet? No, it's not Bryan Singer. What was the one? It's like looks like a Star Wars, but Star Wars wouldn't take it.
Oh, Zack Snyder's.
Snyder.
No, that's
That's
a
not out yet?
Netflix.
Oh, that's not going to movie theaters?
No.
No, it's not going to go to theaters at all.
That's a streamer. Yeah.
It's a series?
It's going to be a three-part
It's a
three-part series.
Three-part film, so it's like a
Three-part
6-hour epic or something.
Okay.
It's going to be
Sorry.
fucking brilliant. Sorry.
We'll get
I don't
into
know.
that
I'm looking forward to
another
it.
time. We'll get into the Snyder of it all another time. Do you guys have any thoughts on Sophia? You guys gonna go see it?
I love her. I will go see it. I will support. I didn't get to see Marie Antoinette in theaters, so I'd like to see this in theaters.
I will go see this. I actually saw Marie Antoinette like at home, and I loved it. But I think this is actually something that I might go see with like my mother-in-law. She really loves like period dramas and stuff, and was all about like The Crown and like Downton Abbey and everything. So anything that's like period related, she likes to go see. So I think that she might be interested in this. So I'll go see it with her.
Well, it releases November 3rd, so a short time to wait. This could be a good holiday.
Looking for the Oscars, maybe?
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. This is
for
definitely
sure.
going to be an Oscar talk.
For sure.
It just feels like that. I mean, Sophia, I don't think she got director nom yet. Maybe for Lost in Translation. I don't remember. I'd have to go back and look. But I think this might get her that nom.
She read a bad movie?
Not really. Well, I mean, it kind of depends on if.
I think a
what
lot of
you
people
think
didn't
about.
really like Marie Antoinette though. Like I don't think Marie Antoinette was overly well received. Not where I was anyway.
Her acting skills have been
Yeah,
bad.
The Beguiled didn't get a big audience.
Oh,
Neither
yeah.
did what is this?
She did a Very Merry Christmas, where she was in it.
I think she.
These are director
I don't remember.
credits. So Beguiled. What was the one before Beguiled? And the Bling
She
Ring.
directed a Very
There was
Merry
something
Bling
called
Ring, really?
Yeah.
somewhere.
Oh, the Bling Ring. I think
Yeah.
she took
It's
in
actually
the
alright.
nose a
Somewhere.
little bit for Bling Ring.
Yeah, somewhere looked really interesting, but again, I don't think that went anywhere. But On the Rocks was the most recent one. I think that was a Netflix picture, or that went straight to streaming.
Yeah, I didn't even hear these.
Yeah, it had a good cast. Yeah, it had Murray, but he has that whole. There's a lot of controversy around Bill Murray when this came out.
Yeah.
as well, and Rashada Jones.
All
All right,
right.
well, let's move on. We're gonna watch Silent Night right after this break.
But I thought you didn't like Christmas, so why are we doing a Christmas movie now? Like
It's
we
for
could have
you.
done
I'm
a
doing it
Halloween
for
movie.
you.
Did
And the
oh,
trailer
we're back.
did just drop.
We're back.
Oh,
We're back.
whoa.
The fathers were bickering.
Silent Night.
Yeah.
Yes, as we do.
oh, dads.
Silent Night, guys. Directed by John Woo. And if you don't know who John Woo is,
It's directed by
Come
John
Out of the
Woo. I'm
Rock.
on board. Shut
Come Out
up
of
and
the Rock
take my
and
money,
live in.
Drew.
If you just say John Woo, and I'm like, and where do I line up?
exactly.
Yeah.
Hard
Shut
boiled.
up,
Where'd
take
you
my
go?
fucking money.
Face Off, Mission Impossible 2, Hard Target, Broken Arrow, The Killer. I mean, come on, guys. This is like a master of action. And it's he's brought on Joel Kinnaman to star in this alongside, I'm not familiar with her, but Catalina Sandino Moreno, as well as, oddly enough, Kid Cudi is in this. So it's got an interesting cast, interesting lineup. It's I won't spoil it too much, but a grieving father enacts a long-awaited revenge against a ruthless gang on Christmas Eve.
On
I'm ready,
Christmas
let's go.
Eve. Couldn't have picked a more opportune time. Okay.
I know, right? Well, I mean, when you're gonna go revenge, you might as well do it on.
Listen,
Look
facts.
at the wreath on the O. See the wreath on
That's
the O.
that is
cute.
adorable.
All right. Press and play in 3, 2, 1, go. The reason.
I love it when they have Christmas
Mama.
bells.
Let's go.
I like
Oh,
that guy.
bell.
Who hurt
Jingle ball
him?
necklace?
It's a jingle bell.
All units, please respond.
I have a sweater like that. Oh no! Oh my god!
Hide the kid. Oh no. Bad things are coming.
I like her as an actress too. he goes bankrupt from the hospital bills.
Boy killed. Oof. Yeah.
Oh, he lost his voice box.
Oh, you think?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's
See this bandage on his neck?
yeah.
I would do it too. I'm sorry.
Kill them all. Yes.
I kind of love that he can't say anything. That's fast.
The montage.
Oh
The
my
training
God.
montage. Let's get it.
Driving montage.
Yes. The jacket putting on.
Did
John
Wu do
Woo
it?
classic.
Did John Woo do it?
No, just the producer.
Wow. Oh, wow. Oh, that's a nice touch to the graphics. Oh
The
my
blood
gosh.
splatter.
Nice.
Get him.
Oh.
Oh boy.
This is
The
glorious.
soundtrack.
Look at this.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh. That's cool. Wow.
Alright, I think you got him.
You ran out of bullets. Nope. He's
Two in the chest, and he still didn't fall.
Oh.
Okay, I love that.
You know, I might say
I get
something
why it's called
controversial.
Silent Night now.
Yeah, because he can't speak. I'm gonna say something controversial, but if someone kills your family, you should be allowed to kill all of them.
I mean,
Like you not go to jail. It's like
Yeah.
it's like get out of jail free card,
Right.
right?
yeah.
It's like, oh, they killed your family. Go ahead.
Yeah.
We'll be over here having a donut.
Yeah.
But you kill anybody else, jail. Like,
Yeah.
don't mistake
No,
this.
he'd go to jail. They probably didn't go to jail, but he'd go to jail. That's
Yeah, but I guess if technically
go
if he knew who killed them, I guess then they would just go to jail anyway, right? You don't have to go kill them. But I guess you could
40%
still
of
Not
murders in
when
this
you go on
country
playlist,
go
so
pull the lever.
unpunished.
Pull the lever. Silent Night. What did you think? Are you guys ready to murder bad guys on Christmas?
I didn't think it needed the Christmas vibe, but I understand the way they dressed it up that way. I don't need that violence for Christmas, but I don't like associating the two.
Well, Die Hard has violence. That's a Christmas movie.
Not a Christmas movie.
It absolutely is. That really
So
seems
I don't think it needed the Christmas vibe, but it added some giggles to make us swallow more of the violence. We're a little violent in this country. No boobs, but we can have violence. I'm a little up to here with all the violence,
Want
but
boobs
I'll
in
watch it.
More
Woo.
more boobs, less
More
violence.
boobs, less violence.
Yeah, I feel you. More
He's a
love.
lover,
More
not a
love,
fighter,
less
true.
violence.
Yeah.
It's just unrealistic. It's just all of that violence is just unrealistic.
Is it though? I mean, the guy did get his family murdered. His little boy is dead.
Yeah, no, I would pull out all the
Go at it.
stops.
Go
Yeah.
at it, Joel Kinnaman. What do you guys? Stephanie? What are you thinking?
You know, when I was looking at the email like this morning, and I was like, oh, we're gonna watch a Christmas movie. I was like, oh, we watched that Violent Night movie last year. Like, that was okay. Like, isn't that this movie? And then I looked up at the trailer while we were loading everything up, and I saw Joel Kinnaman, and I was like, you have me. Like, I love him.
Sign me up.
I need him in more things. No, but like for me, like it's kind of funny. There's a movie. It didn't do that great, but I like it, called Mute. In his like lady love, as they refer, has been taken, so he's trying to get her back, and he's got like a little kid that he's taking care of, and he can't speak, so it's like the same kind of a thing. And I'm like, oh, okay, it's that, but with
Interesting.
Christmas, and it's not his lady love.
And
He's
violence.
seeking revenge. So, you know. Oh my God! Look at the babe.
Dog on set.
I
so
love
fluffy.
her.
Beans hungry.
Clean.
You
Oh
hungry?
my God,
Are
she's
you
so
hungry?
beautiful.
Just sits on
So
the-
what do you think?
Yeah.
You don't know?
Rough
She
up.
also likes Joel Kinnaman. She's
Yeah.
like, sign me up.
She's the freaking softest dog. Like, she's just so cute.
Oh, no bean.
Oh man, I love Bean.
You need a shower. You need a
Sorry,
bath.
we're pausing for dog reflection.
Yeah, we're pausing
Yeah,
for
if
dog
you're-
reflection.
If you're listening, there's a white fluffy.
You look that way.
Anyways, that was a really good trailer. I really liked the design. I liked the editing. I liked the pacing. I loved how every card got bloodier and bloodier. Like, I'm not one for, like, violence, but I was like, that's cool. Like, I loved how they used the shots to add in the titles. Like, there's one shot of a stairwell, and the camera turns, and the titles turn with it, and it's, or, you know, whatever it's doing there. Like, there's a lot of cool ways that they got really creative when editing, which I liked.
Yeah.
So.
Agreed. Pagan.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like that the trailer was extremely well edited. I agree with PJ though. It did not need to be Christmas. Like, it did not need to be a Christmas vibe for this movie. Like, I feel like, I don't know.
Like, it wasn't like that one where he's killing them with candy canes and stuff. Like, they didn't use Christmas as much.
It's a little weird, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, I think
it's
it's
got
great.
the bit of the Die Hard like dust on it, where it's set during Christmas, but like Christmas isn't really the. To your point, they're not using Christmas as
to be fair, they're using it
plot
in like the soundtrack almost. Like, they're using
it. Well, in the trailer.
And some of the set design.
In the trailer,
yeah.
I don't know. I thought it was really good. I love John Woo. I think it's Wick produces on this. Like, Joel Kinnaman's fantastic, and I think that he's a really good action star as well. The stunts look fucking incredible. Like, they look so good. The stunts just look
action-packed.
So good in this film. So I feel like if you're a stunt fan, this is going to be a really good film for you. Would I choose to watch it? Like, if this was on Netflix and I was scrolling through Netflix on that, probably not. It does not look compelling in any way. Although I do like the fact that, like, they've added that he has no voice box now and stuff. I think that's cool. But I don't know how that's going to help or hinder him. It was just a thing that they did. I don't know. So, like, there's pluses and minuses with this whole thing. I think it's well cut. It looks like a good time stunt-wise.
God bless us, everyone.
I don't think I would watch it, really.
You know, you know that script I gave you the other day, the hockey one? Mm-hmm. Do you know what that guy does a lot of? A lot of?
Cocaine?
Hallmark Christmas movies. We should have him on. We should have him on because they got like how many Hallmark Christmas movies coming out this year?
There's
50.
too many.
I can't wait. I love Hallmark.
More than
we should have him on and do a couple of his Hallmark Christmas movie trailers.
No, that's like. Oh,
Kristen will be
Hallmark
filling in that
Christmas
day.
movie? That's like you could take this movie and it's still 1,000 times better than any Hallmark Christmas movie.
I just love the amount of Christmas in those movies. I tried to watch a couple.
Like,
I can't get
you
through.
can tell they're like shot in the middle of summer and it's like fake snow. I mean, they just
You
like
can't get through those movies. Who
the
are
way
you,
they're
PJ?
shot. You can tell they hired like a guy who's never held a camera before in his life, and he's like, "Why is the shot framed like this?"
You know, they get,
like it doesn't, like, you're looking at it and you're like, if you watch any movie and you're like respect film and then you watch a Hallmark movie and you're like, this is just,
You know what the total budgets on those are?
Oh, like 30 G's.
300 grand
I mean,
for a whole movie.
If
So
I'm
that's why they have the
honest,
soap
I
opera
can-
lighting.
nuts.
and like 60 of it goes to the talent
Probably.
because they get those like
True.
D-list
Get the
celebrities to
big
kind of
actors.
star in them.
I don't know.
I
I
don't
feel like
know.
if you
Maybe.
can sit through, like, I don't know. Sometimes my attention span is pretty resilient. Like, I'm so far, like, 7.5 seasons into Vampire Diaries. I could probably watch anything right now.
That's true.
You'll
You know?
be moving on to the originals next.
Yeah, and
then
they're
we'll
all the
just
same.
keep-
No,
They
you
all
know what?
end
I probably won't even bother to
exactly
start
the same.
those. I feel like this is already going downhill. Yeah.
But
It
the
went downhill
addiction,
several
Pagan.
seasons ago.
Deflated.
Anyway.
Anyway,
But
well,
I think Hallmark.
what do we
movies are pretty
think?
great.
Yeah, it's a no-brainer. You got to watch this.
Here's what I want, and I'm going to write the script tomorrow. I want a Hallmark movie that starts out like it's a Hallmark movie, but turns into this movie.
Ah.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's a flip where it's like, oh shit, I thought this was a Hallmark movie. It's actually like Die Hard 7.
That might be
know?
this
That'd be a
one.
good idea.
That
would
might
be
be
s-
this
I
one.
know,
You
it's
know,
a
you've
great
got the
idea.
family barbecue. It's Christmas Day. They're out.
Right. It's a
everything's going on.
rom-com action movie set
Yeah.
during Christmas, like
Yeah.
a Hallmark film.
Perfect.
And they have all the tropes.
That's a good
Where
idea.
it's like, yeah, exactly. They have all the tropes. They're like, oh, you own a Christmas farm? Oh,
You're
you're
a
in
woman-
from New York. You're a big boss lady from New York looking for a country man.
Can't find love.
Yeah, can't find love because you're so hardworking all the time, and
Can
you
we
don't
do
know,
that?
and,
But
like,
it's Tucker and Dale's Christmas, like Tucker and
Yes.
Dale versus Evil Christmas
fuck
special.
yeah, we'll get Alan,
please?
and then dude,
Yeah.
I'm writing it tomorrow. It's
I'll be a
basically-
dead body in a
It
shot.
writes itself, Drew.
It writes itself. In fact, AI might write that. What do you think, real quick? Just going back to this Silent Night body count. Give me a number. I want to guess.
Ooh.
I want to go Pagan. Body count.
400.
Holy shit, that's pretty good.
Listen, in John Wick 4 it was 300. So
Good point.
maybe
Good
they're
point.
gonna up it.
144, 12 times 12.
100?
12 days of Christmas, 12
Okay.
times 12,
Well, that's
144.
144. But Stephanie,
However old his son was, that many people. It's
ooh,
like
8.
8.
eight. So like 8
He
kills.
kills 8 people.
8 people. We
To
got
be fair,
So you think it's going to be that low? Oh, you mean there's 8? No, then
It's
it
a
should just be
gang.
12. That would be funny.
like the
if it was
12 days.
I feel like if
of
it's
Christmas.
fewer people, you know,
On
you're
the
having to
first day of
physically
Christmas,
chase
there was a big bad
down.
man.
You're
Yeah.
checking a
Kill
list.
8 people.
You're making a list and checking it twice. That's Santa. I know,
Oh, there
but,
you
know,
go. Yeah.
yeah, to be fair, it's a gang, so the numbers are probably going to be fairly small, I'd say.
Oh, you think so? I don't know, but I mean, I feel like they might have like a lot of henchmen. To your point, Pagan, I'm gonna go
True.
I'm gonna go in the 60s range, like something
60s?
modest, under 100. Still a lot of bodies.
That's a lot of
But 'cause
extras.
a lot of like, I'm thinking he'll probably blow up a building that has at least 10 or 15 people in it a couple times.
Yeah, that's
you know,
fair.
That breaks the body count.
yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So, all right, and then are we gonna go see this in the theaters? No,
No.
for Christmas.
think
You're not
so.
gonna bring the family to see Silent Night?
Reese is really getting over these violent movies. Like, she's really not watching them lately. We've watched a few that were really violent. What did we watch? Totally Killer. Have you seen that?
I want to
It's
watch
on
that.
Netflix.
I want to watch that. Yeah. Well,
Tell
it's
me-
like kind of
watch
a.
it and tell
It's
me what
supposed
you
to be a
think.
slasher film, right?
Yeah,
They
but
go
the
back
way
in
the sound
time.
effects for the knives going in the body is like, ooh, they turned that up a tad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like that kind of
The
stuff.
plot
Yeah,
holes in
me
that
neither.
though are just like a spaghetti strainer.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. So no one's gonna. Everyone's like, we'll wait for this one on VHS.
I'm going to U-torrent this one.
Yeah. So I'll pirate it, but maybe that's better.
As much as I love
It's-
Joel,
It'll be
I
big over
think I'll
Christmas.
wait till like streaming probably.
Oh, yeah. I think
Yeah.
this like I think John Woo, Joel Kinnaman, Christmas, and Kid Cudi. Like, listen, let's do. I bet it's got a dope in soundtrack. Like, you know, Kid Cudi doing a Christmas song.
Oh,
That's gonna go
okay.
viral. Everybody's gonna jump in, get on the Silent Night train. I don't know. I think I'm gonna go see this.
Okay,
I like John Woo. Everything John Woo makes. I mean, listen, the guy made Hard Target. He made a Jean-Claude Van Damme, one of the good Jean-Claude Van Damme movies.
That is
Like,
true.
that's hard to do. Broken. Are you talking to your dog? We're doing a show.
She's whispering. She's telling me her opinion about it. She thought the noises were too loud and she got scared.
Oh, I love
sorry,
her.
Is she camera shy too, like my
She's
dog?
the most mollycoddled dog.
She's just looking for food.
Yeah.
She smells that coffee and thinks there's cream in it. Lisa feeds her cream from her
What do you
coffee.
got there, Daddy Drew? You got a coffee.
You haven't had lunch yet, have you?
I haven't either.
All right, what are we watching?
Yeah, what are we recommending?
You could turn that off.
Bean's gonna like and in stream.
Yeah.
This
Yeah,
is
do you guys have
over.
anything you're watching? Recommending anything?
I'd
you're
like to
playing,
recommend
watching?
Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. That's what I'm recommending.
There you go.
There you have it.
Fantastic indie film, Australian, Hugo Weaving, Guy Pearce, and Terrence Stamp. Fantastic
Good
film.
movie.
Please just go watch
I
it.
second that motion.
Drag queens, just fucking watch it. It's beautiful. Such a good film.
What are you watching, Steph?
I've watched Girl Interrupted recently.
Oh,
That's
good
good.
And
film.
that was a really good film. And then I watched a movie that started off kind of okay and then just took a real big Disney turn, and I was like, okay. But I tried watching The Haunted Mansion.
Yeah, I
You
couldn't
know,
get
Oh,
through
I
it.
wanted to try
I
watch
couldn't
that.
get
It's not
through it.
good.
I didn't mind it. I didn't like the ending because it gets all like,
We didn't make it that far.
sparkly.
Oh, no, we
yeah,
did.
Happy.
Yeah,
We
I
did
know
make
what
it
you
to
mean.
the end. Zoe wanted to keep watching it. Yeah, they
But-
do big bows on the end of that one.
Yeah, but I like the build up because I like the ride, and this one's a little more oriented.
Yeah.
But
They did a lot of
it's
good
okay.
references. They did
did.
a lot of
I
good
also
references.
learned because I didn't realize. I thought Jared Leto was like a musician and then an actor, and then I realized I was like, no, he's been an actor for a while. I was
Yeah.
like, I never realized that because I was watching Girl Interrupted, and I was like, oh yeah. I was like,
Yeah,
hello.
he's been in there for a long
I don't know an actor who tries so hard not to be unlikable. It's like everything he does. I'm like, why do you? Like, it's just like he's actually a good actor. I
Yeah,
just
he's a
put it
hardcore
like-
method.
He's actually alright
Oh,
in
is he?
Girl Interrupted and doesn't really have all that big a role.
No, it's
Yeah.
very small role.
All good.
He just doesn't
Angelina
have like
Jolie kills it, and Brittany
But,
Snow.
yeah, that
is
movie
it
is
Brittany
great.
Snow? Brittany Murphy.
It's
Brittany Snow does. Is it Brittany Snow?
And
Yeah.
Britt Murphy.
Murphy.
Brittany
Oh,
Murphy.
Brittany Murphy.
Yeah,
She's
they do
just-
both do great jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Such a
cast
good
is
job in
great.
that.
The story's great.
perfect
Everything
in
about
that.
that movie is Great.
I've been watching the Gen V series.
That was going to be my reco.
That was going to be yours?
Yeah.
We'll do it together.
All right.
It up and down, but
yeah.
keeps me.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
up and down, but it keeps me. It's if you like boys, it's just literally a continuation of that with different people.
Yeah.
The question I ask though is when they go back to the 7 and they only show a few of them from the school, is like, did they not get the right, like, are those people that couldn't negotiate a deal to get them included?
Is it like Deadpool and the
maybe.
X-Men?
I wonder.
I just think they're sort of like when
why
they
just
don't
those
bring in Homelander, they're sort of like, we can't get him because he's too busy.
No,
Or like-
we're not paying. His agents wanted so much for them to be mentioned.
Oh, I don't know, maybe.
Yeah.
I think they probably own some of the rights to kind of like do the crossover to kind of do that,
But not his liking. They've mentioned the word Homelander.
Yeah,
But they haven't.
talk
You have
about it.
never seen him.
No, there's a statue of him. I don't know if
That's
that
in the
counts as
likeness
likeness.
clause.
I don't know.
And then,
How's
That's
Arnold's
interesting.
son doing in that show?
Which one's Arnold's son?
Patrick Schwarzenegger. He's playing.
Haven't
I don't
seen
know. I'm not watching the series right now, but I can.
Well, the guy from the show you like is Steph is in it. What was the witch show? Sabrina.
Oh.
yeah,
her
yeah.
her
Cousin.
her cousin's
Yeah,
in it.
he's
He does a
good.
really good job.
Yeah, he's a lead too. He
Is
does a
he?
good job.
Cool.
Yeah, I was worried that it was going to be sort of like the CW version of like The Boy. You know what I'm saying? Like more about like love
No,
interest.
not when the cricket killed that
Oh,
guy. Come on.
Yeah, no, and
you have some eardrum on your shoulder.
it's definitely very much more of The Boys than it is like
CW.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
okay.
it nails it. It's got the shock value you want. There's moments where you're just
The
like
twists.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
pretty good twists. It's laughing. It's funny at moments. It takes like where The Boys will take like how we look at politics or how we look at big conglomerates like Disney and sort of flips them on their head and says like, what if they were evil in a way? This does that with like social media and college and you know what I'm saying? Like it's sort of like the way the kids are like there's an ongoing gag where kids will just run up and be like selfie and they don't, even if the guy says no, they take it anyway. It's so funny. It's like this ongoing thing with selfies. I don't know what it is.
I
but,
was trying to get a younger demo or something. I'm
Maybe.
not sure why they went there. I do like the way that they show the different. They've given you some odd powers.
Yeah.
Right, like they kind of went wide on the powers,
Yeah,
which
yeah,
is
yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Because I like that.
So
Yeah,
he's playing Golden Boy.
Yeah.
Oh, he's only in like
What's like one of the
first
more
2 episodes.
obscure powers?
No, who's the Golden Boy guy? No, that's not the guy from Sabrina.
No, this is
Patrick Swayze, or-
Patrick,
Got
Patrick
it. Yeah,
Schwarzenegger.
he's out already.
Yeah. Okay.
They couldn't
Yeah,
afford
I
it.
like the oddness of like different powers that are like random.
Yeah, they've
Like
got
bugs.
one guy. They got one guy that's he's a what do you call it? Like a Rona Bear. Like he does those 2020 interviews or
Yeah.
whatever. But he has the power to tell if you're lying.
Yeah.
Oh.
And he can go through and knows how to get to it.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
Because I liked it when they were in that
Interesting.
hospital and they had all the patients that had some like pretty wild.
Weird
Powers.
Yeah, they definitely
Well, her power is a weird one.
Yeah,
the blood
yeah.
one is really
It
weird.
is weird, but they kind of tease on how it could be very powerful.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I agree. It's
With the penis?
yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
That was
There's a
good.
lot of penis in this
Yeah,
show. If
a
you
lot.
like penis, check this show out.
It's a good show.
Just throwing it out there.
Yeah, like I said, it has great moments that go, I never saw that before.
Yeah, no, absolutely, and that's what The Boys did too. Like even in the first episode where like A-Train runs through the girl, and you're like, holy
Oh,
shit!
I
Like,
totally
this
forgot
has
that happened.
this has moments like that where like, holy shit, which is what you want. Like you want that,
Yeah.
like again, that shock value. So
Yeah.
definitely recommend. I didn't think I'd like it, but surprisingly, the first 4 episodes are up on Amazon Prime, so you can check that out. And that'll do it, guys, for our recos and our trailers talk today.
Take us home, Uncle Drew.
Please, if you're an Elvis fan, direct all your comments to PJ.
No, don't. I don't read him anyways.
He doesn't read them anyway, so that's why you should direct them to PJ and not me. Thank you all for joining. If you like Trailer Talk, we're back every Tuesdays at noon. We go live on YouTube, and then you can listen to us in your lovely ears as a podcast, wherever you listen to podcasts. CouchSoup.com is sponsors this show, hosts this show. CouchSoup.com is the thing you need to be a part of. Go to CouchSoup.com and check us out. We
Give us some love.
daily
Sign up.
articles. Sign up. Become a member. Support us. Support the show. Support our other shows like Pagans Cracked that airs every Wednesdays and Thursdays.
Pagans Cracked.
Yeah, Pagans on
Cracked.
Pagans Crack.
Cracked.
Yes. There's a D apostrophe
There's a D there.
in the title.
But if you are
it's
interested in
an
Pagans
Irish.
Crack, there is an OnlyFans.
Hello, Drew. It's HR. We have to have a talk.
No, not really. Yeah, every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Irish time, 12 p.m. PST. And yeah, we're going back into Resident Evil 4. There is also going to be a special live stream coming soon of Anthology of Fear. Bum, bum, bum. A brand new horror game that has recently just been released on Xbox. It used to be on PlayStation and stuff, but it has just released for Xbox. So we're going to be trying to play that on Steam, actually.
Nice.
What's that? Oh, you want to watch?
Might even be a
watch Paw
giveaway.
Patrol?
Who knows? Oh my god. Yeah, tune in.
Bean recommends Paw Patrol.
Bean is the cutest. Oh my god. I would like to recommend Bean. Yes.
Yes, we all recommend
Look at her
Bean.
little snout.
Also, if you're catching up on Ahsoka and want to go back and listen to recaps along with your watch through thing, our Ahsoka Chronicles podcast just finished from the season finale of Ahsoka, so you can listen to that on YouTube or anywhere you listen to podcasts. And then Screen Smash is coming back next week, our weekly gaming news show. So with Dan leading the charge in that. So we got a lot going on, guys. And again, check in our daily articles. We just had a really good one. It's gone a little bit crazy. We've got a lot of views. Our what to look for on House of Dragons season 2.
Nice.
So House of Dragons.
And coming up next week, right? We have the Fall of the House of Usher. I'm kinda
Oh,
excited
yes.
Oh,
about
that's
that.
coming out on Thursday.
Yes.
Oh, it's Thursday.
Yeah,
I'm super
so
excited.
excited.
Yeah.
We should have watched that trailer.
You haven't seen that
I
yet?
haven't seen the
You
trailer.
haven't seen
for
that
it.
yet? Can we pivot right now? I'll show you the trailer.
Let's rewind the show.
I'm super excited to watch that show.
All
Me
right.
too.
Oh,
Very
sorry.
excited.
What's the matter? What's the matter?
well,
What's the
check
matter?
that out.
Say
Well-
bye, Bean.
Bye,
Thanks,
Bean.
everybody. Thank you, Pagan. Thank you, Steph. Thanks, PJ. And thank you, Bean, for joining us
Bye,
on Trailer
PJ.
Talk today. We will see you
Bye, Drew.
next week.
Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.